of factors that actually causes the blackouts that we're seeing. Number one is lack of skilled personnel. Jackpot syndrome.
So it's not just that the transmission system is bad, it's more than that.
More than that.
Oh,
skilled personnel.
Okay.
Because you require, even if you have all the equipment, you require personnel to man those equipment. So lack of skilled personnel, number one. Number two, dilapidated equipment. Number three, age, very old transmission and distribution networks, or should I say facilities, distribution facilities. And then three, you then have the issue of rejection, of load rejection, which often
by the discos.
Often leads to grid instability. So these four factors often, more than not, always leads to the grid collapse. All
right, so we need to fix the national grid.
And
we need to upgrade our staff. Train them.
Yes.
Off the air, you told me it wasn't the fault of the NEPA alumni. The NEPA alumni, they're still there. It's not their fault. They're highly trained. They know this thing. In fact, very well trained. But if the TCN and the government wants the power sector wants these guys to be upgraded, they can simply train them on what Now, you talked about a faulty equipment and outdated equipment. What needs to be done to fix it? I mean, it's not just to buy it from wherever we buy and install, and then we move on.
So it has to be, first of all, a very, very detailed work plan. There has to be a very detailed work plan that completely audits the system, as it were, and determine exactly what needs to be changed, what needs to be replaced. And then we create a work plan to say this is the path through which we will be able to replace all these items one by one, because you can't replace everything at the same time, and you can't replace everything within a calendar year. So definitely there has to be a work plan, because the system is running, the system is live. So your replacement, all of that, you are doing it while the system is hot.
So do an audit and then create a work plan to address the shortages.
To address what needs to be changed, all the things that need to be changed on the system, within the system architecture. So usually what we see is that you would have, because it's not really the power lines themselves that require changing. Some of them obviously require upgrade. Maybe some of the insulators are bad, or maybe some RTEM kits are getting bad or something. Some RTEM kits. So yes, there's that you need work on some of those things, but the majority of the bulk of the problems we have are actually with the transformers. So some of those transformers are severely outdated, and some of them have not been maintained in years.
Are they transformers we have in our neighborhoods or some other transformers?
No. I'm talking about on the TCN side now, the high tension transformers now. The transformers within our neighborhoods, also some of them are very, very outdated, and some of them are not even protected, because you need to protect them from the environment, from the climate. You need to actually create some. They're just out in the open.
But Buhari signed a contract of sorts, or an agreement with Siemens.
Yes, correct. So there was an agreement with Siemens to basically upgrade our electricity generation. Our electricity transmission system to be able to handle at least 10,000 megawatts, I think by 2025 or something like that. And basically what they are trying to do is to go to all the distribution stations, all the substations, to replace critical infrastructure, transformers, insulators, things like that require replacement. Basically, they created a roadmap by which they're going to achieve that. And basically what we need to do as a country is actually to follow that roadmap, to be in tandem with them in terms of our payment plan, when paying as when and due, and ensuring that those transformers, as they come in, are installed exactly when they ought to be installed. If we follow that process and we go toe-to-toe with them, I believe that we'll actually get results within a very short time. Because most of what we're trying to replace, most of what we're trying to do is not something that you can actually buy off the shelf. All of these things have to be manufactured. They have to be actually bespoke manufacturing solutions to